Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm going to hop into this weekly SuperBlitz Arena. I'm not going to play the whole event, just some reps here of Blitz 3-0. I'm going to play 10 games and then see how we do here. Okay, game number 1 for me. Let's go with Sicilian. It's been a bit since I did any Blitz. Okay, that's unusual. We'll go with d5. Don't have to worry about knight c3. Expecting d4 here. No d4. Maybe I could hold up d4 then. This pawn could maybe be a liability now. I could give the knight a shove, but I feel like I want to get a little bit more development. I'd love to see this. Okay, that is played. I'm going to come all the way back home. And there's a big hole now in this square. I'm taking care over my light squares. I don't want to see bishop g5. Okay, white is never getting in the d4 break here. They're going for a sacrifice. Let's just cut that out altogether. All right, and I'll go ahead and expand. They might be trying for some trick here, but it should not be working. I have a rook lift now that the f-pawn has advanced. There's no way this is working. Go here. Lateral defense. We'll offset a knight here. Be prepared to sacrifice as well. The exchange if necessary. This is a maneuver. I don't have to worry about my knight being undermined. This is a move now that this knight has gone elsewhere. This is a move as well, hitting the queen, tracking the knight. I'll go with this one. Feels good. Forward. There's also a pin if the knight moves. G-pawn. Powerless. Okay. And on that move, I guess I could just go ahead and chop away at this stage. Chop here, chop the knight. I'll take here. Now the only question, do I want to take with the queen or the rook? There's a check here on a queen takes pawn. I'm really super concerned about that. I'm going to say, let's see, here, check, here, this. I think I'm sort of drawn to this idea. If they duck the queen exchange, they're going to have to parry this mate threat. It's going to be light square weaknesses. Okay. Oh, actually, how do I want to play it? I guess this is simplest. No, we'll go with this one. I don't care about giving up this square at the end of the day. I have this fork idea. Yeah, actually, this is working. Queen here, knight f3. All right, on that one. Is there a way I could save the queen? I'm not really seeing it. Just go for this one. I'm up 2 minor pieces in the end. Okay. Yeah, the trick on h6, the sacrifice, not really there. Didn't have enough reinforcements to make it work. Knight g5 wasn't enough. I had enough defense. If I didn't have the f-pawn, if my f-pawn didn't move there, maybe a different story. We'll try French this time around. I play this line quite a bit. Bishop g5. I have seen this before, but it's not super common. We're just going to be a trading machine. I'll get a little bit more development in before I start chopping away on this square. I guess now is a cool time. Take once and then follow up with this one. We're just going to trade everything? I guess. Should be even. If any side is better, it'd be white with this pawn. I don't know, maybe we see a rook and pawn ending. I'm usually a fan. Okay, and I guess I'll go with this one, or... okay, yeah. Just get the rook out of the line of fire. C5 is not yet a move. Well, I could take here. Okay, let me hold up. D5 break. So a rook lift. A rook lift. Okay, and I guess C5 from here, or maybe F5. I really don't have anything. Really gonna push with that one, I guess. Maybe I really don't want my queen as the leader. I'm looking for this and then B5. Okay, I have some positional positive there, and now I could carve out this square. There's no B3 anymore. A4 is paving the way for a hole to be created on D5. All right, now this kind of shield the pressure here. Gonna shift the attention to this point. Oh, I missed that was even a move. All right, I feel like I should be able to get that pawn back, though. No, I have a sneaky move. If this, I have that. Okay, I could still play this move here. Feels like it's going to be a race position. Also, I wasn't on this square because I didn't want this to be a move with tempo. That's why I tripled up on this square specifically. They could end up with, I mean, if I'm taking like this, they have the connected passers. I'll have a pass pawn here. Do I want a one rook exchange or... not quite sure. I guess I'll go for one rook exchange. I'm gonna get rolling with the pawns. It's a race position. I think I'm just really way too slow here. Okay, what I could try is maybe to kick the queen and then get this stuff going. Okay, that feels like the king is asking for trouble. Check. Whoa. Time. Can I shift my attention somewhere else, or... No, that's not working, really. About this, or... I have a check here. I don't know that I really have anything. Might just have to repeat. This here, this hits with check. Otherwise, that might be good. I could maybe set that up. Could try for it. I'll try for it. It's risky. Especially with... Okay, now that's not even working. I have to address the pressure there. The pawns start to roll a little bit. This idea may still be there. No queen takes queen here. I think I want to keep the queens on. I have the safer king, but I do not have a lot of time. Okay, and now I could trade queens and push. There's no stopping this pawn. Whew. Wow. I think I was pretty much worse there, or the computer was maybe finding some perpetual idea. I don't know, I wasn't really seeing a way to successfully push through with my passed pawn. Alright, game 3. Got a Sicilian. I was playing really slow in that game too. Trying to play against the structure. I played a rapid game recently where I had a similar structure here as white and ended up fumbling. Draw result in the end. What I'm doing here is trying to play against this light square bishop. So if these pawns can't move, the bishop really does not see the world. This pawn can't move, this pawn can't move. And if this pawn can't move, what is the bishop doing? What's its way out? Okay, yeah, this is rock solid. So the bishop is really just biting on a rock here. Rock solid and biting on a rock. I guess no. I'm gonna say I'm all right. Weakening my light squares. Just have to make sure that this bishop doesn't go wild. So if I played that, knight f4 was irritating. Queen here with this, I have that, and there's nothing happening on a2. My knight blocks it. This is a forward move. Also, g3 is paving the way to disturb the knight. I would not mind rook exchanges. Yeah, release some of the pressure here. I'll take with the knight. Make sure e5 does not drop. Queen takes, it would drop. Now it has more than enough defense. Like this idea to bother the knight. Still playing without the light square bishop, and I'll still go here even though it's not hitting with tempo. Time to get the knight back in business. And what do I do once it's on the e4? I could think about a drop here into d6. I could also think about maybe trying to collect this c5 pawn. I could maneuver all of my pieces in a way to target this point. Is it really that simple? Bishop there. How's that working out? That should be a problem. All right, I'll go ahead and bite. And yeah, let's put a little... Oh, this point is hit. Okay, so maybe I try for this. Should I have captured that bishop? I don't know. Maybe I should have played f4. But I still have it in mind that I want to maybe win this pawn. There's no f6, just yet at least. So, bishop's still not playing. Maybe this. It's a good way to increase the pressure. Slight improvement. I did have a check as well. I don't think it's really going anywhere. Really just going after the pawn like that? Guess I'll hang on to it. This could be a move at some point. I'm really not liking my knight, so let me go like this, and then with an f4 push. That's going to bother the king. Opponent's just shuffling. I don't have to worry about queen a5 anymore. Staying ahead on the clock here. No tricks here with a check. No forks. The king is going to feel some pressure very soon with f4. Okay, they're trying for this. Should not work. We'll go here. Go straight after g5. Trying to hold it together. If I take on e6, take my bishop, they're ready to take my knight. Might be calculating queen takes pawn in there. They don't have any time. I could have also considered this. Oh, knight there. Okay, I get to take here with check. I'll just keep going. Threatening mate. Okay. 3 games in. Number 4 coming up. There's a lot of players that turn out for this event. 1,500 at the moment. Only about 35 minutes in. Okay. Art. What haven't I haven't played the Caro-kann yet. Alright, this is almost already favorable for black. Like you're not playing with the white pieces anymore. D5 in with tempo. Everything's healthy. 2-1 in the center. Good development. Bishop outside the chain. Opponent's making some serious weaknesses here. Can I take advantage of that? I guess this is healthy. Battery. Okay. There's no guarantee I could get in there through the h5 square. Queen f3 cuts that out, so I'll go this way. Opponent's playing fast. Here, I'm not worried about bishop c5. I have this square covered well enough. I could kick this knight away. I'm cutting out this knight move. Do I keep pushing? Or no, I could actually now follow through with this forkaroni. And some material. No time for any tricks here. Say if the queen was here, it's still not working. I always block or probably even move the queen. And now, let's go here. Let's take a little bit of care over this pawn. Okay, swipe the h3 pawn or just develop. I'm gonna go with development instead. I want to get my king off of this file. Now this is a threat. Now, like if I did that one move earlier, one's contested, I don't really have a way to maintain control over the H file. Let's maneuver the knight. This is a check that's been there for a bit. It's still there. This is a healthy square. Oh, and I missed that I'm on the queen. Okay. And now rook takes, we have a mate in 2. Making use of that A3 square. All right, 4 in there. I felt like my opponent was playing a little too fast. Tough to find that balance in Blitz. Okay. Game number 5. Let's go with a C4 start. Rig 9. Okay. Go here. No d5, so I have some space here now. I'll initiate the exchange. All out attack. H4, H5. Nah. I guess I'm not really getting anywhere, am I? Alright, let's go here. Knight f5 is coming. Oh, knight f5 is not coming. Oh, bishop takes knight. How's that working out? Not quite there. Opponent's playing so fast. Really gotta pick up the pace here. Trying for a sacrifice here. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go with g4. This knight's not feeling too bright. Let's question the bishop, strengthen my center. Caveman style. Let's go caveman. When in doubt, go caveman. About this. Still no tricks here. Block with the queen. Still going for it. Now I just want to trade. How about here? Queen should not feel too comfortable. Discoveries in the air. She's not just going to be trapped, actually. Knight h2. What's going on there? I have to try for this. I may first play this one and shoot for rook h1 just to stop any knight e3 moves. Yeah, let's go with that. So on this, I could still play here, or maybe even still forward. Make time out for this one, although, let's go straight in for the queen at this stage. I'm already up some material, so And this feels like it should be a winning attack. Mouse slip. Guessing that's a mouse slip, or they didn't want to see the open file. Yeah, they probably didn't want to see the open file. Break things down. I'll go with this one. I want this square to be occupied with a pawn. That way these pieces don't have access to it. That could be a move, and it is. Played. I'm sort of fumbling here. Yeah, I should have reacted better to the pin. That was my initial thought. Take my knight here. Let's stay focused. This should still be winning. Let's get rid of a knight. I feel like with two of them around, there's defense there. Collect that pawn. Okay. Really doing a good job of messing this one up, I feel. Okay. Check. This is far from clean technique. Okay, now I'm getting a lot of material here. So watch out for the forks. Let me get my king here. Very, very sloppy. Very sloppy approach. Have mate in a couple here no matter what. Oh. Computers froze, or getting kicked from the internet. Will I be logged back in time? Oh no. Oh no. Just as I'm about to give mate. 20 seconds has passed. Oh man. Is my internet down for the count? It looks like it is. Oh, it did register. Okay, I think my internet went out, and the pre-move might have saved me. Not sure what happened there. Okay. How many is that? 5. Alrighty. Neither clock was moving. It's getting nervous there. Alrighty. Yeah, as soon as that bishop played to b6 in that last game, I should have just addressed the pin. I did see the idea. I saw the power of that diagonal, but I felt like I didn't need to address it, clearly. Alright, I'll go with this. No Rogozin. Alright, I'll take. We'll go with this one. Save the bishop, knight here. Let's try for this one. They could have still captured with the idea of a fork. Queen a4. They're going to get the pawn back. I do have a square. Not thrilled about my bishop being inside the chain. This guy's going to need some work. b4 squares. Mine. Let's go with this one. And I guess hop in the center here. If knight here, bishop here, I think is a move. Hitting these two. Okay, let's sneak this one in right now. Bishop back here. How does the rook get activated? I think that's an important move before castles. If I castles, bishop here, knight here, bishop there, no problems. I guess this is a cool way to complete development. Okay, I'm gonna take, I'll take with the pawn. And kick this knight away, or... I'll go here. Tempo. C5? Yeah, try C5. I have this square covered. These knights compete for a couple important squares, D3, C6. Okay. We'll keep the duo. Candidate passed pawn. I do have this point secure, threatening a mate in 1. Let's parry that. Weaken my... What is with all of these sacrifices? Alright, so this one here is a draw. Just going for a perpetual there. Wow. I guess this time it's going to work out as a draw. Yeah, and I think I just have to take the draw. Oh, man. Oh, the double minor piece sacrifice. I'm just out of position to guard this square. I mean, I could try for something crazy. It's almost certainly not working. Should I be crazy? Or practical here. Just take the draw. Alright. Perpetual it is. There's no bishop check here I could block. It's an important detail. I'm not seeing any rook lift. Yeah. Oh well. A draw. A double sacrifice. It finally worked. That's the third time. That's kind of interesting that these sacrifices are happening or being tried. I guess it's just commonplace for Blitz format. Hey, I'm prepared to give up my minor piece for 2 pawns, and in that case, 2 minor pieces for 3 pawns and a perpetual in the end. All right. I'm happy here. I like playing this structure. I'd like to see that. Work on the D5 square a bit more. This is always a nice transfer. Knight A4. Just parrying the threat on B2 right here. Go for this right now, I guess. If I could get rid of this pawn, this becomes a hole. We are there. And this bishop has a direct shot. Not right now, or at least I don't think. Let's put this guy here. I'm prepared to play F3. Yeah, Queen C6, F3. This is a move shortly thereafter. Knight D5, Bishop D2. I don't want to take the knight and repair the structure. I want to keep these pawns isolated. So here we are. There's this increased pressure idea, isn't there? Oh, I didn't factor that one in. I almost want to play down the exchange. Oh, I could block here. It took a while to realize I had that. Yeah, it's well supported. Knight takes. I got some more support for the E5 knight. I'm on the queen. Maybe... here, or... Yeah, I don't want knight to hit with tempo or bishop to hit with tempo. Just playing this wrong. I have this supported, that's why I'm moving my bishop. Feels a little loose what I'm doing here. Bishop unprotected, knight unprotected. Some pin, maybe some trick. No, not quite. Alrighty. Feel like I want to get this bishop on a healthy square. Defended square. And then maybe maneuver this knight. Or why not go here now, actually? Could have did that one move sooner. Gonna give me the dark square bishop? You are. I'll take it. Get this knight out of the way, put the bishop on the main diagonal. I'll just throw a quick punch back. This knight is annoying. For sure. This? Rook lift, maybe? That was a move. I don't know if I really want to go there. Okay, I'm reorganizing here. Bishop e5. This is a target. Rook lift can be an idea. Bishop is very good. Queen takes h6 is a move. They missed it. "36 seconds. My rook is a little clumsy here. It's playing fast. I'm on c5 and I didn't play c5. Maybe a little bit vulnerable here. Not quite sure what I'm doing with this last move. Asking for trouble. I'm worse here. They didn't take that pawn. Oh, they're on my rook. I'm losing here. Oh, that's a big blunder by them. To take with check. Locked out there. Wow. Okay, they resigned. Positional game. How many was that? 6, 7? I think 3 more. Playing a game, it says. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a quicker way to check. 3 more. Sneak in there. Chip. Could have very easily lost that one in the time scramble. I'm not berserking back. I just want to play Blitz. No bullet for me. Okay. Simple chess. Bishop outside the chain. Okay, that's helpful. That's helpful too. Pawn is pinned. A half open file. Bishop pair. I don't know how great the bishop pair is here. I don't know how great my bishop is on h5. I get my h-pawn rolling. I should have played a5. I think I might be worse. All right, let's try something here on the king side. I think the queen side is just kind of busted for me. I'll go with this. Yeah, actually, this might Yeah, this makes some sense. With control over this, they can't contest that file so easily. Back off here. There is a pin. Let's break it down. I'm pretty quick to get to the H file. Not afraid of bishop g4. Bishop here could be strong. Okay. I'll go here. I want to stay out of the way. Here, there, I have a check on h4. Another check here. They're going to run into this. No, they're not. Okay, but I could still play this. Pawn is pinned. Another check. Up the piece now. Save the bishop. Yeah, bishop there was better. Let's go back, or let's get this guy here. And get rid of this pesky knight. Queen check as well. Up the piece. Let's keep the queens on for a second. I want to fracture the structure. All right, they resigned. All right, 2 more games. Over 2,000 in here. Nice turnout. Okay. E3, E5. Very conservative start there. French defense exchange is where we're at. No castle. C5, I'll go with the check. Bishop here, there's that. Okay, I could go forward now. Bishop E2, I could not. Could maybe go after this pawn, say it's overextended. Or go straight for this and really try to work on these dark squares. G3, E3, this also paves the way for bishop F5. I feel like it should be winning. And yeah, hitting the rook, the queen is nearly out of squares. Nearly. Nice multi-purpose move. I wanted to challenge this. I'm also parrying this threat. Didn't see that move coming. Okay. How do I want to... I think I may want to take with the pawn. No, bishop. A little concerned about this. Okay. Yeah. My opponent's untangling. Now if bishop takes bishop, I'll revisit pawn takes, because a follow-up check and then the king is flushed towards the center. The knight not stable there. Maybe I take the knight. Or no, play it like this. Hit the queen, then take here, then play knight here. On these 2 points. Am I not winning a pawn? I might be winning a pawn now. Competing for similar squares, yet again. The knights arranged like this. Sort of like a square. If I could draw an arrow. Alright. This feels like the more important pawn to hang on to, although this one's pretty important. 2-pointer. Frequently describe it as. No, this is a comfortable home. I still maintain pressure here. Undermining move might be there. Not played. I'll go here. Stopping any pawn break. Keep this pawn backward. I have this square covered to bother the rook. This square covered with the knight. Plan from here. Triple up. Hit this with everything. Take towards the center. Maybe rook here. No. Sneak in a flight square. Let's go with improving all my pieces first. So this is going to be running into tempo. I think this should just fall now. King is going to have to step up. Okay. Maybe, I mean, I could already take this here. I'll go with this approach, though. These are moves. King here is never going to feel comfortable. Yeah, I'm leaning towards the h5, h4 as my flight square, and also kind of claim it's a disruptor for the king in plenty of cases. Maybe we get a queen exchange shortly. Rook's going into Pac-Man mode, a single rook ending. Okay. I think I could just swipe a pawn now. I'll go, okay, no, let me just cut out the queen h5 move. Rather than push, I don't want to see any queen h5. Just g6. Okay, now I am almost certainly ready to just go chop something. I'll go with this pawn. Alright. Here, I guess. Stop any rook f6. Okay. Time pressure. Alright, last game. Number 10. Try to stay undefeated. Still a little bit upset about missing that was an idea for the double minor piece sacrifice. Just did not see that coming. Went for the draw. Maybe if I saw that was a move, I could have played f5 instead. I'm forgetting what the position was like exactly. All right. Well, are we getting a Grunfeld or a King's Indian to end? King's Indian. One of my favorite structures coming up. Okay, not quite. I like seeing the e5 move. e5, d5. And break the pin on the knight. Secure e4. Queen's running into tempo. A tempo move nearby. That might be happening very soon, actually. Could have maybe played it a last move. We'll go in for it now, or a little bit more support here. Be careful of this as well. It's not unprotected. Okay, let's do this. Clamp down. Try this one. Here, here, here. I want to duck the knight exchange. Playing with the space. I have some more defense in my bishop now as well. c6 square is appealing. And bishop there. What's going on with that? That shouldn't be right. Take here. In the end, I'm on the rook. Rook takes. I could take the knight. And the rook is hanging. Taking like that. Okay, let's start with the material grab. Going like that. Okay, go here and hit the rook. And just try and be a simplifying machine. Now I'm cool with this move. Actually, do I care about losing the b pawn? I probably should ask myself that question before knight c4. Okay. It's a very strong piece. I'm going to say let's keep this knight around, actually. And question this bishop post. I mean, are there any tricks here? Queen isn't around to do anything wonderful. Oh my goodness, that knight was actually trapped. That's why they're making that move. Oh well, I missed that opportunity. Guess here. I'm not playing in a great way here. Yeah, okay. Bishop is a strong piece. Okay, we could put a sort of a dent in the light squares now. The h5. Queen h5 feels nice. Or wait a second. Oh my goodness, I was just ready to blunder my queen thinking my bishop was on this diagonal. That would have been awful. Knight here. Get a rook exchange. All right, let me go here first, I guess. Or maybe a queen exchange. I'm really down on the clock. I want to get to this back rank. I'll go here. Wouldn't mind having a passer. It's a strong move. All right, let's make sure the rook is off. I don't have to worry about any back rank mates now. I'm not really sure how to win this. Okay, this is a way to kind of break things down. Knight is so pesky. Way down on the clock. The minor pieces are so good. Like that was helpful, sort of. Oh. Okay, my pawn can't be stopped now. That was a big help. Or it could be stopped, actually. My king flies. Time is the only thing. Prepare to sacrifice the bishop. Wow. Make sure we get this pawn. No stalemates. Wow. Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. Many of these went down to the wire. I'm going to stick with 10 games for this mini session. Okay, feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed it and maybe found a little fun, took a thing or two away. That's all for now. Take care.